Morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated before we start, as long as you are on a sim, we're not responsible for the please trade. Be aware of risk in the future. Neither we are your financial advisor. So please, whatever you do, you are at your own of our. So right now, the market is a change in direction, and neither we you have to be very careful again. So if we are crossing that line, the auto trade is already the market is changing the trade. On the smaller time frame, you have to be very careful again. So if we are crossing that area here, 38,9875, this means we have a long. If this market stay below that number, so whether you are auto trader crossing that area or whatever, you have to be very careful with this line right here. If this market stay below, right now as you see here, start to break it, there's a lot of buyers trying to push this market from an early chop in the morning, and then we are going to start. Once this market crosses that line, we are officially to the longs market. So it is. You can see how the ES is struggling in this area. So this is a very special message. Whether you are auto traded from our auto trade, you can see how auto trade the ES, they don't have the brain to tell you what's going on in the market. This is a very special message. If you come in the morning, you want to try to auto trade, you have to wait a few minutes until this line the brain to tell you what's going on. Once you get across that, you are on the safe side. If you come in the morning, you want to try says there is an echo, a few minutes until this line the brain to tell you an echo. Once you get across that, you are on the safe side. How about right now, my friend? Is there still an echo on the sound? I think the echo is finished. Okay. I apologize for that. Well, the six range. Okay, thank you, Ben. The six range is finished. And we try to take some more. Trade. You know, the Nasdaq, I don't know about the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq has become crazy. Every day, the numbers are crazy. Every single day for the last 3 weeks, the number, I mean, there we go. 7,000 on the 8,000. Yesterday I had one, but it was 18,000 dollars today. I mean, there we go. What I was saying before we find out we had an echo, that it was very important to cross that number, and we did. And now we are. Uh, I mean, the market unleashed to the long side, and but look, there is a resistance at 39.19. If the ES across the 39.19, we're gonna hit immediately the 39.32. So it is very important to cross the 39.19 or 39.20. And if we are crossing that line, we're talking about the Nasdaq go up to the. Welcome to trading. Oh my Lord. You love it, you hate it, welcome to trading. You know, I love it when at days like this you start in the morning and you don't have to think and you just look at the market, and this is what happening right now. We don't need to do that much to it. The ES is 5,700. The Nasdaq is, yeah, and it seems like the ES. No, you know, look, if we look at this momentum here, it's not really that strong yet. I prefer it to be all in green, but it's fixing to fly. ES 7,000, Nasdaq 11,000, the DAX 7,000, and the gold is 1,600. Welcome to trading. We crossed it, and now we're gonna be testing the 39.32, as we said yesterday on Monday. I'm sorry, on Monday, that we crossed the bridge. When we cross the bridge, we deal with it. And now we are going on the next test is 39.32. It's very important number. And if we look at the market analyzer, it's still in a mixed signal, and the market is flying. That bring little concern if we are gonna keep climbing, or is it over? So the Nasdaq at 12,000, DAX 8,000, gold 900. The gold is over. The gold, and I'm not gonna touch it. And the ES 7,000. Oof. Sometimes you need a stomach on both of direction when you make money or you lose money. You know, and I think the gold is finished. So what we are going to do, we're gonna close that trade and take another trade on the gold. The ES finished with the 3,000, and let's see if this market gonna keep climbing. You know, I have a lot of traders are trading a micro account on the TI7, and I would love to get the feedback if they are auto trading a micro account today. You know, it's finished. It's finished. The Nasdaq is going down to 1185, somewhere around there. You know, 851. This is a re-entry long for the EI. If you do anything, it's on the sim. We're not your financial advisor. You're not paying us to do this, and it's a strictly education. So no matter what we say here, you're at your own risk. We're not responsible for your trade. And the re-entry on the ES is 39.01 as a re-entry long. All auto trade, most of them are closed, finished, hit daily target, and later on we'll bring them down. Most of the charts are finished. They finished in minutes. Russell, YM. The CL is out of the question. Is doing well, and but all the ES are finished. Let me see. So, guys, the party is not over. We have a re-entry on 39.0175 on the ES because it needs to come back to verify all those numbers. For NASDAQ traders, you have to re-enter. I mean, you don't have to, but the re-entry point on the sim only 11861 re-entry. If you notice also the market analyzer right now, you see that it's all into the positive. The three are into positive. The Nasdaq 3 into positive. The YM, we still have one, but you can see how this market get adjusted itself, and it synchronize. And once the market synchronize, even if you are not a brilliant trader, you can make your judgment by looking at the market analyzer. When you have a 3 to go, long or short, Nasdaq 3 to go, long or short, YM, they're all going on the same direction. You don't need to be genius to unleash then your auto trade to long position or short position, or so the market analyzer is an advantage to your identifying the market. Amateur trading, they don't want to identify anything. They just want to turn on the auto trade. They treat it like wash machine. I mean, those kind of people, they're useless in the market. But if you wanted to avoid damaging your account, or if you are investing, you are trading with somebody else's money, it matter when you see on the market analyzer the ES Nasdaq YM going on the same direction, identify the trend, and then you unleash your auto trade. That is gonna bring you consistency. But you don't just turn on your wash machine in the morning and turn your back, coming back in the evening, you find your account full of money. It's not gonna happen. It will not happen. So you gotta be careful. The Nasdaq getting up to 13,000. I mean, yesterday hit almost 20,000, and today we are on the same. If we cross the ES here, this mean we are going, now is 10:23, so we should be done today before 12 at 39.6525. That will be the final for today. The market analyzer hit 1,464 ticks based on one contract, 107 ticks on the ES, 700 ticks on the Nasdaq, and 118 on the YM. You don't need to trade all of them. You can trade one ES, one Nasdaq, one Dow Jones. Those numbers you see here, every single member has the same number. It's not just my number. Every single member have the same numbers, plus minus one tick. It's an automatic. It's not something you have to jump start it in the morning. So for the Nasdaq, okay, that's a good question. For the Nasdaq, if this ES able to cross the 39.38, on the Nasdaq you're gonna have a profit taken on 121.61. This is an institutional number, profit taken at that level, and the market could drop below. This is a good question, where to close the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is, if you want to close that trade on the 1 minute Nasdaq with 16,000, you got to make a decision from the ES, because the ES is struggling on the 39.3850. As we see right now, there is a good potential for this market to drop, maybe a little pullback to the 39.21, and then it's gonna break out the 39.37. So absolutely it will be profit taking on the 121.6025 on the Nasdaq. But why taking the chances if you are on a maximized profit? Let's say if you are on two contracts on the Nasdaq, You are around 7,500. So why you wanna stay on? But don't blame me in it. We'll do whatever you like. But the Nasdaq, there is a good potential. We're gonna be profit taking before 12 at 121.59. If this Nasdaq dropping is going to drop somewhere around 11,960, and the second entry is 11,899. So it's all depend actually on the ES more than the Nasdaq to see, because this one here we know what's going on. We're coming back. We wanted to confirm the 39.21, and from then, if the ES stays above that double support, you're okay with the Nasdaq trade. If the ES starts sinking below that, the next 39.10, this is where it gets weird when you hear a bunch of people. I'm so bored with it. Bunch of people charging a lot of money, and they're running trading rooms, and you say, one guy said that there is no reversal, does not exist, because he's dumb enough, don't know about reversal. Does not mean does not exist. The money is in the reversal. I mean, you hear so many. I don't want to start talking, but when you are trading, it's not like what you see on those trader rooms charging you $700 a month. That this is the re-entry, and then you go ahead and put 2 contracts in here. Trading is not like that. I don't know where those guys come from, because let's say if you are a manual trader, you take one position here at 39.21 and the second position at 39.11. If this market gets you filled and go up again, we don't need to get filled and expose our account for more money. If this market couldn't held and it dropped to this entry here, the second entry, and you get filled, your average price will be around 39.15, and that is where, when you average the price, is easy to get out of that trade if it gets in trouble, or you average the price if the market did go up and it go above that line, you got filled on both of them. What I have seen is I don't know, man. I don't want to open my big mouth, but this is the way to do it, because nobody knows where is the bottom sometimes. Even I can make mistakes. I mean, after many years, I'm 8 out of 10 right, but it does not mean I'm 10 out of 10 right. Sometimes I make mistakes too. The market always do what we're not expecting it to do, and this is the problem. Is you need to guess the market, because the market always surprises us. So, as you notice here, we were expecting this, the re-entry ES from here, and it did. However, if this market surprised us and try to jump to the next level, then we are waiting and we get filled, or we break even if you are a manual trader. If you are an auto trader and you are in a trade and you see this market is about to sink, you like those numbers you see on the chart, exit out of that trade, protect your profit. You can reload your auto trade to go for one more round if you still have the stomach for it, or you call it off and you go away, But I don't understand how people sitting looking at P&L all day long. In those last 15 years, we talk to people, they say, Well, I've been trading for 10 years or 5 years. Then you ask yourself, are they looking at the P&L for the last 5 years, or they are really trying to understand the price action on those last 5 years? So it's not the amount of time you sit behind the computer. It is training yourself to guess the first bar where it's going while you are sitting getting a suntan from your monitors and you have all your auto trades on. Your P&Ls, don't get occupied with your P&L. Try to guess where the ES going a day in and a day out. You start understand how to predict the market, and you don't need to pay me or pay anyone for that. Because when you start developing your eye to get used to the market action, it is easier to auto trade, because you understand when this auto trade is taking a trade in a high risk area, or if the market is still trending to the long side and there is just a minor pullback. In situation like this auto trade on the Nasdaq minutes ago was almost 17,000, and now you just smoked away, let's say 6,000, and now you drop into 10,000. I mean, this is, you see, this is really big money to waste on a single day. If you waste $1,000 to maximize the profit every day, let's say plus minus, you have a bad days, good days, you will be around 100K a year. You just throw it out of the window. This is serious money. This is money where people have to work hard, 2 jobs to get this 100,000 sometimes. So if we look at this Nasdaq 1 minute, you were way above there, and it was 16,000, and we have magnified the resistance right there, and we say it's pulling back, and if it's not gonna hold, it's gonna go down. So the greed in the market works against you, and I don't know. You know, in the market, you cannot tell people what to do. You know, like a kids, you know, you tell the kid to not put his finger in the fire, but they do. And they'll learn, you know, days, life will teach the kids, no matter how much the parents trying to protect their own children. So during those years, people get mature in the trade and they start to understand what's going on. You know, they get mature. They, you know, I think it's good when somebody make mistake, no matter what is the mistake, it's not stupid mistake. People should make mistakes to learn. The stupid part is making the same mistake every day and you don't adjust yourself to it. This is not very brilliant idea, to be stubborn. In the market, you cannot be stubborn. You have to be very elastic, you know. So you have to adapt to the situation minute by minute. You cannot be harsh with your head, and which this is my weakness also. Sometimes I get stubborn. But as we see here, guys, this is a re-entry, and the market now is sitting right in there, and there we go. I mean, the question is, do I have to do anything to the auto trade? I mean, you don't have to do anything. The auto trade can close itself. But I mean, honestly, you were up to 16,000 and you closed in 10,000. You smoked away $6,000 on that trade. The problem is, when on a days like this, those are the days where you're gonna earn money for the bad days. It's not gonna be every day the Nasdaq 16,000. Don't be fooled about that. There is some days the market is not willing to give you any money. So this is enough bread to support your bad days. So it is nice for the Nasdaq to hit the 10,000, but it was nicer when you saw this market all the way to the resistance line, and you can almost double up the amount. Yes, I mean, Sam, I don't want to interfere with the market. You have to. You have to. Because even, I mean, there is a differential $6,000. It's not peso, it's dollars. People work for 30 days, 40 hours a week, and they still cannot get up to 6,000 a month. I mean, this is serious money. I don't know what to say, really, but here it is. So the DAX also is about to hit 10,000. It did hit 10,000. And by looking at the ES, I don't need to look at the DAX chart. By looking at the ES, and it's losing the ground. You see that? From here, it's losing the ground. So if you want to make a decision on any of those trades here, I'll keep my eye on this one here. If this ES able to cross again that number, I'm gonna keep that trade in there. If the ES is not, you just push the panic button, close position right there. So, and then you say, I'm pleased for what I see, and then I'm finished. So it is always, no matter what you are trading, keep your eye on the ES. The ES is your best signal in the house. So right now, we jump from 10,000 to 13,000 euro. This is very serious within seconds. And now I want to show you, you can make a decision on any chart by looking at the 1 minute ES, because you are a day trader, you're not an institutional. So if this ES across that line, I'm gonna keep that trade. If the ES not able to cross this line, I'm closing that trade. My decision is on the based on the ES, and now we can see the ES is trying to get up. This is the decision making. Not those guys they are using Renko bar. When the last time you've seen a guy making a living in a Renko bar? And look, because the performance is not the auto trades itself. The performance is coming from this guy is running this auto trade. 1 minute, you just smoked 2,000 euro within less than 15 seconds. What has to do the auto trade with the performance? Nothing. What it is the ES dropped and the DAX dropped. The ES dropped because there is a projection at 39.30, has nothing to do with your auto trade. It just, there is a resistance there, and if you are auto trading or a manual trading or whatever, has nothing to do with your auto trade. It is what you spotted and what you did not spot. So the performance, if you have Tom and Jerry trading the same chart, the same entry, it does not mean they will have the same results. There is one guy is gonna push the panic button and close, and the other guy is gonna stay on it. And it could be against him, or it could be in favor to him. So you cannot just close our eye and say it's only the auto trade performance. No, it's the trader performance. And if we notice again today at 10 o'clock, the market was mixed. It was going from the short to the long. And this little minutes, when it's going from the short to the long, you should stay out. I don't know what time tomorrow the market is going to hang between short and long. Tomorrow, I have no idea what time. Could be at 9 o'clock, could be 9:30, could be 10:30, 11 o'clock. I don't know. So we don't know. We don't know when this market is spiking. We don't know if this market going to be chopped tomorrow, sideways. I don't know. The only time we can make decision is when we started the charts in the morning. And right now, we can see the ES is trying to get up and try to cross the 39.29.64. So that auto trade here with 13,000 is irrelevant. It's all depend on this ES breaking that number. If the ES breaking that number, where it was the previous resistance was at 39.44, and probably is going to get slapped one more time around this area here, 39.40. What time is it? It's 10:43. What did we say? After 11 o'clock, people start picking up their bread off the table. So after 11 o'clock, it is time to start pre-shut down everything for the morning session. Secure your profit. Do not generate it in new trades anymore. Not unless if they are very attractive trade. You take it after 11. But after 11, you need to start packing your gear and you are done. After 11, you have to be patient and see what will happen. So some traders, they think from 9:30 to 4 o'clock is just one picture. It's not. During the day, there is levels section where you need to break down your trading hours between 9:30 to 11 o'clock. And then after lunch, you got to choose your fight if you want to still trade after lunch on the last 2 hours, on the last hour. Or you have to be very careful in the afternoon where you pick up your fight with the market. So a lot of people, they say on the last 2 hours. Right now, for me, I'm no longer interested after 12 o'clock. For me, because if this market moving, it will be you should be make it before 12 o'clock, and you should not train yourself to sit from 8 to 4. Really, not unless if you have a few $1 million in your pocket. That is a different story. Then you got to stay busy 24/7. But what I'm saying is, for a guy on a low budget, 2,000, 5,000, 20,000, 50,000 on a low budget, he should not be wasting 8 hours a day, looking at P&Ls and all this. That bring fatigue on his brain and his body. If he stay with those 3 hours in the morning, this is where we are fresh the most. If the market willing to give us money, it will give us money in those 3-4 hours. If the market sideways, it's gonna be nothing but trouble for you and your account. Stay out. You say, today I'm not feeling it. I'll go away. I don't want to mess with fire. I don't want to dance with a gorilla today. Let him dance, jump by himself. When you have this relaxed attitude, you can see your performance. Trading is about attitude. It's not about your chart, personality. And if you have a friend is negative, turn his back, kick his hiney out of the door, shut the door, don't let him be around. Fog your brain with dramas. So now we are, if we notice here, this is really, if we look at 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is from 10:32, the market stopped. And where we are between short and long, and there is no short. This is where this market right now sitting on idle. Your open position at any chart, whether it's NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell, is sitting on idles. You keep your eye at 1047 right now. Once we start crossing the 11, decision has to be made. So now it's sitting on idle, and we are waiting on this ES to break the 39.29. Remember one thing, most of the time, when you are sitting in a position, the longer you are in the market, the more the odds is going to start going against you. So when you start open a position in the market and does not respond to your trade immediately and sit on idle, plus and minus, get rid of it immediately. No matter what it is, NASDAQ, ES, Dow Jones, no matter what system you are using, close it, get rid of it. Because when you are taking a trade on an auto trade or a manual trade, and the market keep going plus minus $100, that can drive you crazy. The longer you are on that trade, the more it's gonna go against you. And we all get caught in a trade where it stays for 5-10 minutes on the same circle where is your entry level, and that is not healthy. So first of all, you need to close it, because first of all, you need to take the pressure off your head. This is priority, to keep your head clean. And then get ready for the next trade. Right now we are 10:48. Most of our charts are finished for today. We still have a couple of charts, and we're going to keep our eye on this ES. If it's able to cross the 39.29, then we make final decision on the last charts to close. This is it. Whoever catch the trend, he catch the trend. He did not, he did not. It's finished. You live another day to trade. Oh, shoot. So right now it's 10:49, and the ES trying again to break the 39.29. All decision waiting on Mr. ES here, 39.29. This is it. Has nothing to do with your optimization. Has nothing to do with your auto trade. It's how the market moves. Now, if we look at the momentum here from 1 minute to 30, from 1 minute to 30, all the odds to your favor that we are about to cross this line. You see, so here what it is. You are a few steps ahead, believe me or not, millions of traders, auto trading as well. So those knowledge where most likely this market is going, you have better advantage from the other guy is trading or auto trading, whether he is in China or Germany or USA or Honolulu, doesn't matter. You are aware what's going on in the market ahead of the others. And that it is an advantage, because this way you can hold position better than this guy treating the auto trades like a dishwasher machine. This is where you're going to get your money from. That guy in amateur trading, he don't know what he's doing, he's going to lose, and this is where your winning trades coming from, losing trades. It cannot be 10 people winning. So when a guy loses 100, there is another smart guy making 100. So right now, here it is. We can see the pressure in the market from 1 to 30 minutes, from 1 to 30 minutes, and all those telling you, okay, for a lift off. So now it's very strong, this market here, and there is a good potential to break those double resistance right now. And when we are auto trading NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell, whatever it is, we understand. Also, you can vice versa for the gold or the 30-year treasury bond. If you are trading, you can combine the 30-year treasury bond chart with the ES. Is a silver bullet, because they work on the other directions, and you can understand. So now you can see the ES is trying to break those double resistance, and as what I expected, now it's 10:52. By 12 o'clock, target one should be achieved at 3975. Again, the market is right on time to the target one. Institutional number. Profit taken, close position, go eat hamburger. That's it. Simple as that. So right now, this market is strong, is all in the green, ready for a lift off. We're going to break this one here, and probably once we break that area here, we're going to hit the target one, profit taking. The party is over for the morning session. Simple as that. Has nothing to do with your optimization or it's much bigger picture. So what I wanted to I'm going to stay a little bit longer today. Now it's 10:53, and I want to see this market breaking those double resistance. And out of curiosity, we want to see if we are going to climb to target one before 12 o'clock, which we did the same on Monday. We did the same on Monday. Those targets between 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. This is what happened on Monday and before Monday, last week, and the week before, and the week before. They worked like a clock. So I'm gonna cut off because I'm done for today, but I will cut off the microphone. And if I see an update in here, I will let you know. If you notice where the ES laying right there, and is gathering forces to break that area here. So the guy here has been looking at PNL for 5 years, not paying attention to the 1 minute chart. He's a disaster trader. A lot of messages coming from the Skype, and thank you, sir. Thank you, Amir. Thank you. Yes. Yes, sir. So now, because we know what's going on in the market, we can sit comfortably even when we have an open position. So on that trade right now, 14,000 euro, it has nothing to do with the ES. The ES is on one planet, and the DAX is on different Deutschland planet. So what we are going here, any decision on any auto trade, any chart, NASDAQ, ES, Russell, anything, your decision always has to be from the ES. Always. And as we see here, we were expecting to cross this double resistance. We are aware of it. What you see tons of people talking about fibs. and each one of them draw the fib from a different corner, and the other one tell him, you should not draw it from here, you should draw it from here. It's been a debate from the day we were born about how to draw the fibs. The problem is, it's not the whole story here where you are drawing the fibs from. The story is, are we able to cross that fib? Or are we going to fail that fib? All those guys with a light bulb, a neon sign, said, I'm a fib man. They fail to predict if this market able to break those fibs or not. Mission is not accomplished if you don't understand the momentum in the market and the pressure in the market, if it's able to break this wall or not. Where is the probability? So right now, here what we are, the market is trying to break those double resistance, has nothing to do with your dishwasher machine called Autotrade. And now we wanted to climb all the way to the target one, 397525. Profit taking, done. So if we look at this market analyzer right now, we have 1,732 ticks into the profit, target hit ES, NASDAQ target hit, and everything is fine. Technically, you're done. Technically, you close position and you leave. For the guy who wanted to maximize his profit, this is your chance today to maximize your profit by keep aiming on the target one, check up the pressure, check up those lines, and the minute we hit here, you flatten out all your Ninja Trader, and then what you do, you turn your back. You turn your back. You don't look at the market. You turn your back, and you're done. You're banged on this market. You're done. Tomorrow, another day, another fight. We're going to cut off the microphone, and we will see what will happen here. Thank you. There we go, guys. 1109, where we are climbing to the target. Profit taking. There we go. As expected. There we go. You see? Right on time. Again, the train is right on time. Look at this. It's climbing to target 1, profit taking, and it's finished. The market works like a clock. Noises in between the lines. Yes, there is a lot of noises, a lot of turbulence, but at the end, it's the same thing every day. So we're going to watch it and keep our eye on the clock to see where we are going with this. Thank you.